And what that means is just a correction before going down even further. We are step by step confirming that we have actually put the high of this bull market for now. Hi everyone, warmly welcome to this week's market outlook. My name is Hassan. I've been trading and investing for over 8 years. This is the place where we leave out the emotions and focus on logics. Let's start with the weekly calendar. And we have some bank holidays here, so keep that in mind. It will probably be less volume, less volatility in the beginning of the week. Then we have CPI tentative on Thursday. Let's see if they release it or not. And then PPI on Friday, also tentative. In terms of reports, we have Barrick today. Nothing special in terms of reports. We see the fear and greed index is on extreme fear, and we will keep that in mind when we go out in the charts. We have been seeing a correction in indices, and this is fear and greed index for S&P 500. So it makes sense to be down here on extreme fear. But what's interesting is that we are very close to all-time highs, and we have been going up beautifully. And as soon as the market just goes down a few percentages, then we're on extreme fear. That's quite interesting, actually. But we're gonna have a look at the charts soon, and I'll explain for you my thoughts the upcoming time ahead. And when it comes to crypto, we can see the fear and greed index here. We are dancing around here in fear, and that makes sense. I mean, crypto have been correcting down also. Now the question is basically what you probably think about. Have we put the bull market high for crypto right now or not? Let's take a look at that in the charts soon. But there's nothing more to say about the fear and greed index. We're clearly in fear, and there's nothing more to say about the fear and greed index here in the crypto market. We're clearly in fear. And when it comes to liquidations, let's just change this to 4 hour, and we can see it has been a bit calm here lately. We had a lot of longs being liquidated here, 4th of November. That indicates in most of the cases that we can put some kind of pivot point in terms of low and then aim for higher levels. But let's look at the charts and decide from there. And the daily exchange volume, I've been telling you, we need to put a higher low here in order to increase the probabilities that we can aim to higher levels here. We are just creeping up here. Let's see if we're able to break above this high. Then we have actually confirmed a higher low, and we can start aiming for higher levels here in the daily exchange volume. What this means is basically if this chart goes up, a lot of money is flooding into the crypto market. If we check Bitcoin here in the weekly chart, we can see a lot of selling volume have been occurring here lately. And this is a monthly fair value gap. We didn't touch it. It would be nice if we touched it before aiming for higher levels, but let's stick to the charts. What I'm seeing right now, we are seeing a deep down move with high selling volume, low buying volume in the corrections, which indicates the sellers are stronger than the buyers. And then we had another correction here, a lot of sellers, and the buyers stepped in a bit, but still there is no buying volume compared to the selling volume we've been seeing here. So it's really important to keep this in mind. For now, this is basically just a dead cat bounce. And what that means is just a correction before going down even further. But if we manage to close a weekly candle above this level, and also if we can see some spikes in volume like this and then create a correction and a break again, that would actually increase the probability that we can aim for all-time high, 130 and even higher levels just for the end stage of the bull market. But if we don't see that, we are step by step confirming that we have actually put the high of this bull market for now. This stage of the bull market is really crucial if you want to decide if we actually most probably have put the high for the bull market or not. If we check Nasdaq, you can see here in the daily chart, we are respecting demand zones. It looks bullish overall. And I told you we had this gap here and people were screaming like all-time high, higher levels. And I told you in general, Nasdaq tends to go down and fill up those gaps. And then we had this demand zone also supporting the price, and we just went a bit down below this low, took liquidity and reacted up. The most important thing right now, you can see we have another gap here. So keep that in mind. Generally, Nasdaq loves to fill up the gaps. So have that in your back head. Now we have this big supply zone. In order to become bullish, we need to go above it, correction, and then a break again. That is something important. So that's basically my thoughts about Nasdaq. And for now, of course, if we don't break below these lows here, I'm bullish overall, and we can't say something else than being bullish because these corrections are totally normal. And the same is, of course, for S&P 500. We've jumped up a bit and we are down in this demand zone. and we still have this bullish order flow. So as long as we are respecting this bullish order flow, we are not breaking below this low, I'm bullish. I'm aiming for all-time high and higher levels in the long run. In the short run, let's see the 6-hour chart. It looks similar to Nasdaq. We would like to invalidate this supply zone and then a correction and then a break again to become bullish and aim for even higher levels. But keep it in mind that S&P also has a gap here. So if we have a gap in Nasdaq or S&P, indices in general, they love to fill up their gaps before continuing the trend. So have that in your plan for the week. And this is just general bias outlook for you about the markets. Of course, inside the community, we focus on more short-term trading. That was basically it for this time. If you like this weekly outlook, make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one.